Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, Midnight Bloom. I'm your host, Rose.
And I'm your not-so-frequent guest, Amy.
In this podcast, I'll be retelling / summarizing the books I've read, both for you guys and for Amy, who hasn't read them. So she'll be hearing the story for the first time, too. Most of the books that we'll cover will fall into the genres of like crime, mystery, thriller, and fantasy, though we're not limiting ourselves to just those.
We'll also be having occasional episodes with yap sessions that will be totally unscripted, full of chaos, opinions, and we'll just say whatever is on our minds.
So if you like our podcast and you want more, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. It really helps motivate us to keep going.
So let's move on to our book of the episode. For that, I'll hand over the mic to our book expert, Rose.
Okay, so the book that I'll be talking about is called Shatter Me. It is by Tahereh Mafi, and it's actually like a YA, which is a young adult dystopian. Also, before I start talking about the book, disclaimer, there will be spoilers in this book as I'm going to be telling the story or retelling the story of Shatter Me. So listen at your own risk. Okay, so before I talk about the book, let's talk about the world of Shatter Me. And it's, to put in simple terms, the world is dying. Okay, it's being destroyed. The animals, they are dying. There are no birds flying in the sky anymore. And the flowers, well, they don't even exist. The weather is unreliable too. Sometimes it's winter, sometimes it's snowing, sometimes it's summer. And the people, they can't even grow food anymore. So there's like no place for crops or anything. And they don't even have enough vegetables to even feed the animals. Like that's how bad this world is. The humans and the animals, they have become so desperate for food that animals are willing to eat anything and humans are willing to eat even poisoned animals. When they thought that all the hope was lost, and they were like, oh my god, we're gonna die. What do we do? When suddenly, this establishment came, called the re-establishment. And they said, don't you worry. We will fix this world. We will bring it back to its place. We will make it even better.
So basically, they're the new government.
Yeah. And they're like, we will fix everything. Don't you worry. You can just sit down and watch. So, they were able to take control of every country. And the whole world, instead of countries, they have sectors. So, they have 3,333 sectors. And in which every sector is controlled by a different person. But they all follow one ruler. So, these 3,333 sectors have only one ruler. But each sector is controlled by one. Now, their idea of bringing peace is that they will kill all the people who would rebel against them. Because they're like, no, we don't want you to rebel against us. You just want us to follow us. Just follow, sit back, watch us while we fix this country. Or this world. And now there are no houses anymore. They have put all of these people into these like compounds. So it has everything. It has like schools. It has even like places, like it has a place where people can go and work. So they don't even need to like step out of their house or the compounds now. So there's no need for cars or transportation and stuff. That is only for the rich people because they need to go around to different places. And for the food, they actually get these like tin foil like packages that you put in the microwave. And you know how that's bad for health, right? You can't put
like foil or aluminum in the microwave.
Yeah, exactly. But they want to kind of like manipulate you into thinking that it's not bad for your health. So they changed the name of the microwave to automat.
Oh.
Yeah. But
so aren't they like poisoning the people?
Kinda, but then they have no choice. They have to follow them because they keep tabs on like who's eating the food, who's not eating the food.
Oh.
And the re-establishment, they only want healthy people in this world. So if you're sick, you should be locked away. If you're old, you must be discarded. The troubled, they should be gone. They should be taken to the asylums. Only the strong should survive and help them. They're even getting rid of like every language, every holiday, and even religions as well. As I said that these things will save us, our children, and also the human race. They even have this like a poster on the walls that says reestablish equality, reestablish humanity, reestablish hope, healing, and happiness. Also like save us, join us, reestablish society. So that's basically the world of Shatter Me, and it's not very good, honestly. I wouldn't want to live in this world. Would you?
No, I don't think so. I like my food here.
Exactly. So now that you guys know about the world of Shatter Me, let's talk about our main character, who is based on the POV of this book. And her name is Juliet. So she has been locked in an insane asylum for about 264 days. And she only has a small notebook and a broken pen to keep her company. It has also been 264 days since she has spoken a word, and she doesn't even know if she knows how to speak, she knows even the language. And it has been 6,336 hours since she has touched another human being. Now, she doesn't really remember like anything except that she was brought here in a white van that drove her for 6 hours and 37 minutes. And that before she left, her parents, they were so glad that she was leaving the house. They were like, finally, that they didn't even bother to say goodbye to her, almost as if they were glad that she was finally being taken away from them for a murder that she didn't know that she could commit. So she was actually taken away from her home like 3 years, but more specifically, she was taken like 7 years after the reestablishment began to preach, and 4 months after they took control of everything. So right now she's 17 years old, and before she was 14 years old when she was taken. So you guys might be wondering like, oh, what is she doing in an insane asylum? Why is she here? And why do her parents hate her? Well, to put it simply, as I said before in the starting, she has these powers. These deadly powers that whoever she touches, they die. And she doesn't even know when or why or how it started. All she knows is that when her parents found out, they would lock her in a room, tell her that she should be grateful that they are still treating her well and giving her food. They would even keep a yardstick to like measure how much distance they should keep from her. Honestly, she didn't know how to make up with them. She tried everything to fix it. She tried to be the better child. She tried to do everything what they wanted her to do. But even with that, her parents just didn't like her after that murder that happened. Everyone at school would say things like, she's a monster, she's possessed by a devil, or she's cursed. The teachers, they would say she's like a walking weapon in society. And the doctors, they would say things like, they've never seen anything like that. And she should be removed from her home, was what the police officers would say. So her life at school wasn't even better. So her life at home was bad, her life at school was even worse. Because all the kids, like, they would throw stones at her, call her names. It's pretty bad. No one would want to be near her. Now, they didn't know about why they shouldn't touch her, but they just knew from the authorities or the government that they just cannot touch her. So only the parents and the police, they know why. Now, back to the present. Now that you guys know why she's here, is because of that murder that she committed, so she was sent to the insane asylum, and why she should be alone in this cell, right? So she was surprised when she heard the guards telling that she's gonna be getting a new roommate. And as that person, the new roommate comes to the door, she's like, oh my god, you're a boy. And he's like, and you're a girl. But we're gonna forgive his rudeness because he's hot, okay? He's handsome. Obviously.
Obviously, it's a YA book.
Yeah. His arms are tatted up to his elbows. He has dark blue eyes and dark brown hair, sharp jawline that can cut anything. and a strong, lean frame, because obviously. Now, the first thing that he does when he comes in a cell is he attaches both of the beds together and he takes her pillow and the blanket as well.
Already on the first day?
Exactly. I think he just wanted like assert dominance or something, like, don't mess with me. But honestly, I don't know what like he has, like why he's here, but I think he should be scared of Juliet. Because I don't think anyone is as dangerous as her right now.
Yeah. She can kill him.
Exactly. She just needs to boop, touch him, and he's dead.
Dead.
Exactly. So she's scared that she's gonna touch him. So she goes to the corner and she just stays there. And he looks at that and he says, "So you're what? Insane? Is that why you're here? I'm not gonna hurt you. What's your name?" She doesn't reply. So he gets kind of irritated and he sleeps. But Juliet, she has to stay up the whole night in the corner of the room because she cannot hear those screams again. Also, side note, I really love how like the author, they describe things in like a poetic way. Like one day, like it was raining and the author described the raindrop by saying like, "I wonder about how they're always like falling down, tripping over their feet, breaking their legs, and forgetting their parachutes as they tumble right out of the sky towards an uncertain end. It's like someone is emptying their pockets over the earth and doesn't seem to care where the contents fall. Doesn't seem to care that the raindrops burst when they hit the ground, that they shatter when they fall to the floor, that people curse the days the drops dare to tap on their doors. I am a raindrop." So Juliet she is describing a raindrop as herself. That she's like, that's her life. Like a raindrop.
That's why the book is named Shatter Me.
Yeah, in this book, there will be like a few mentions of the book name.
Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So anyways, also another side note, I don't know where to put this in, but apparently Juliet has been having this dream constantly, but she stopped having them when the new roommate came. I don't know why.
Because she couldn't sleep, maybe?
I don't know. For some weird reason, she just stopped having the dream. But the dream that she was having, it was about this like white bird with streaks of gold, like a crown atop its head, and it would be flying in the sky. And she would be wishing that she could see that bird in real life, like not in her dreams. But she hasn't seen it yet. It's the next day with the cellmate, and he won't shut up. He won't stop asking about like questions, different questions, like, "What's your name? Why are you here? You're afraid of me." And she's like, "I'm afraid you're wrong." And she can't help but wonder that there's something odd about this guy. Like, his eyes feel familiar, and he seems like someone that she used to know. You know? Anyways, they get their breakfast, and this is his first breakfast. And the breakfast is honestly so bad. I don't know what I expected, but obviously, I think insane asylums have worse food than prisons. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I've never been to a prison. How would I know?
Insane asylum.
Exactly. That the whole condition and everything is so bad of this insane asylum that if you're not insane, you will be insane after staying for a few days. I think they do it on purpose, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
To make you go more insane than you already are. Anyways, they get their breakfast, and it's honestly full of chemicals. Sometimes it's too sweet, sometimes it's salty, but most of the time it's disgusting. But honestly, Julia doesn't even care. She's too starving. She is always starving, so she doesn't care if the food is like too salty or too sweet. She just wants food. And now it's time for their shower. And the hallways, like when they go out, so apparently they have to go out to take a shower, right? And as soon as all of them go out, the hallways are like pitch black. So I think that they turn off the lights and they have to find their way through the hallways and everything to go to the bathrooms. I don't know why they do that, but that's how they do. Now, the guy, the roommate, he should be very lucky that he has Julia to guide him, because it took her 3 months to finally locate the bathroom. Exactly. So there was one time that 3 months, she did not even take a shower.
That's so cruel.
I know. I don't know, like, why they do that, but my guess is that I think since insane asylum people are crazy, they could hurt you anytime if they see you. Like, maybe they see their enemy and they're like, you, it's you, Jack. I knew it.
Even in the shower, they don't have light?
They don't have lights.
So they're showering in the dark?
Exactly.
What?
I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but
Maybe they're cheaping out on the electricity bill.
I don't know. I think usually there is light, but when they let you out to take a shower, it's not.
Oh, then
There's
maybe,
no light.
Yeah, then maybe it's because so they don't see each other, so they don't have a fight with each other.
Yeah. Anyways, they find the bathroom and they only get 2 minutes to take a shower. 2 minutes! Nobody takes a shower for 2 minutes.
That's so less. And in the dark.
Yeah. And now Juliet, since it has taken a long time for her to, locate the bathroom, then now she knows how to do, she has like a routine of how to do everything in 2 minutes. And by the way, they only get a soap. They don't get no shampoo, no hair conditioner, or whatever. So she rations the soap and she uses it for both her hair and also her body. But since there are no towels, she tries to not soak any part of her body with too much water. Or else, you could die from pneumonia. And it has already happened to her. So, she knows not to make that mistake again. And after they're finished, they go back to their cell. And obviously now this roommate, he finds out that he was being a jerk this whole time. So, and she helped him with, like the shower and everything. So he was like, I'm sorry I'm such an asshole. By the way, my name is Adam. So this new roommate's name is Adam, okay? And he puts the bed or the mattresses back to her side of the space and they both go to sleep.
Finally. She can sleep in peace now.
Yeah. One day, she wakes up from a nightmare and she sees Adam just sitting and staring at her. And he asks, the screams never stop in this place, do they? She says no. But usually the walls of the cells, they are like soundproof. So you cannot really hear the screams, but when you do, it means the screams are very loud. He asks her, are you okay? You know you're not insane. I thought everyone in here was insane. I thought that's why they locked me up with a psycho. And she's like, funny, so did I.
Yeah, he doesn't seem insane also.
Yeah. So they kind of started bonding, so it seems like they're kind of getting along. Kind of. So it has been 2 weeks now since they have gotten along, and he is still talking to her. He doesn't keep quiet. So he's telling her about the establishment and how much the world outside has changed because it has been 3 years since she knows, so she doesn't know, what's happening, what new things have happened from the reestablishment. He also told her that they are planning to get rid of the English language and they're gonna create a new universal language. And he tells her that it's a good thing that she's writing things down on her notebook because one day it will all be illegal. He tries to comfort her, and while he's trying to comfort her, he tries to touch her shoulder. And he's like, it's okay, you'll be okay. And she's like, you can't touch me. You just can't. I don't understand. Why won't you talk to me? You sit in the corner all day and write in your book and look at everything but my face. He keeps telling her that they've been together for 2 weeks and still he doesn't know anything about her. He doesn't even know her name yet. He mistakes her saying that he can't touch her as to maybe she's disgusted by him. So he's like, are you that disgusted by me that you don't want me to touch you? But Juliet is like, he can think that. It's for the best. Because no matter how many times she tried to forget him, she's now certain that the boy who she is in the cell with, Adam, he used to go to the same school as her. And he has already forgotten about her, but she remembers him. Now, to give a little bit of background on Adam, She was in third grade when she saw a boy who would always walk to school, would sit 3 rows in front of her. His clothes worse than her. She never even saw him eat anything. And one day, she saw him coming to school in a car. He was pushed out of the car by his father, who was drunk. So he was drunk driving to his son to school. And he started beating his son.
In front of the school?
Yeah. So he told him, like, you're not worth it. Things like that. And Adam was just there. Like, he was still. And he was getting beaten up. He didn't show any reaction. He didn't even cry. Only until his dad left and drove away was when she saw him crying for the first time. And since then, she had been paying a lot of attention to him. Now, the next day, the door crashes open and 5 guards, they come in with rifles pointed at Juliet and Adam. Hands up, feet apart, mouth shut, don't move, and we won't shoot you. One of the guards, they slam the butt of the gun to her back, and she falls down. Get up. I said, get up. And they take her away. She's thinking that finally they have come to kill her. And she's like, oh my god. Maybe that's why they put Adam in. Because they were planning to kill me and they wanted someone to take my place. So that's why they put Adam in the cell. And she's hoping that they kill her soon. Because she's done. So she wakes up 2 days later in a different cell. But she's still in the asylum. And suddenly, a guard, again, with 2 rifles, he comes to the room and tells her to follow him. The guard, he looked to be about 25 years old, okay? He had blonde hair and with military tattoos on his forearm that look exactly like Adam. What are you thinking?
Is it Adam?
Yeah, Adam is also there with the guard. He's standing with him.
Oh, he's standing with the guard. I thought he was the guard.
So all of these like people, they have the same military tattoos. That's how you kind of like identify them. Yeah. So that military guy, he has the same tattoos as Adam.
So Adam is also a guard?
Yes. Adam is a guard.
He was spying on her?
I'll tell you that in a bit. Just then, she sees Adam come and he stands beside like the blonde hair guard and pointing a gun at her, telling her to follow them. He leads her through a dark hallway to a room which is very bright. It has like fluorescent bulbs brightening the room and she's squinting while she's like on the ground with her back being pressed by a boot of the guard. She hears someone say, Juliet Ferrars. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Ferrars. Whatever. So, he says, Weston, dim the lights and release her. I want to see her face. When the brightness is reduced, she is able to see another handsome man standing in front of her. He doesn't seem to look much older than her. His suit is perfectly pressed. He has blonde hair which is combed. His skin flawless. His jaw sharp and strong. Eyes like the palest shade of emerald. Obviously, he's beautiful. You're so stubborn, you know? You never want to cooperate. You wouldn't even play nice with your cellmate. Well, isn't that interesting? Kent, would you step forward, please? Sir, Adam says. So Adam's full name is Adam Kent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Adam is a soldier, and he was sent by this man, who we later see that his last name is Warner. And he was sent like as an undercover to her cell, which is not really like uncommon because some of the soldiers, they would be sent to live among the people to report like if there's any suspicious activity going on, which sometimes would explain why every day people would disappear and none of them would ever come back.
Oh, in the asylum.
No, it's like just like I think in the compounds or like they would live among the people. Yeah.
So they're all spies.
Yeah, basically. Are you going to kill me? Juliet asks. No. Juliet, I have a proposition for you. You have something I want. I don't understand. You're kind of a pet project of mine. I've studied your records for a very long time. I want you on my team. What? You see, we're in the middle of a war. Surely you can put the pieces together. I know your secret, Juliet. I know why you're in here. Your entire life is documented in hospital records, complaints to authorities, messy lawsuits, and public demands to have you locked up. So basically, he sent Adam as a precaution to make sure that she hadn't like turned into psycho, and she can handle like basic human interactions and communications. So he was like, "Oh, she can like join our team now because she is still perfectly fine."
Oh, she's not. She hasn't gone crazy in the asylum.
Yeah, that's why he sent Adam. Adam, it seems, played his part a little too excellent. He is a fine soldier, one of the best, in fact. But don't worry, he doesn't know what you're capable of. Not yet, anyway. You know, I'm not as cruel as you might think. So, if you're so fond of his company, I can make this a permanent assignment. So he's like gesturing that like Juliet can still be with Adam.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's like, no. Oh, yes. But be careful, pretty girl. If you do something bad, he'll have to shoot you. If you accept my offer, you will live like I do. You'll be one of us, and not one of them. Your life will change forever. And if I don't accept, you don't really have a choice. If you stand by my side, you'll be rewarded. But if you choose to disobey, well, I think you look rather lovely with all your body parts intact, don't you think? So you want me to torture people for you? That would be wonderful. Why don't you just kill me? That, my dear, would be a waste.
What? He's using her as a weapon?
Yes, that's his plan. He comes up close to her. He tilts her chin with one finger. But he's wearing his gloves, don't worry. He's wearing his leather gloves. And he says, besides, it'd be a shame to lose such a pretty face. I hope you rot in hell. You know, you're a fighter for the wrong team. But we can change that. Adam, she's in your charge now. Don't let her out of your sight. So Adam takes her outside since they have to so he takes her out of the insane asylum. And since they have to go to another location, also, it has been almost a year since she has ever stepped foot outside. So he takes her to a truck, and through that, they go to another location. They reach a building, and it looks like a political headquarters. Like it's gray colored, it's very bland with 15 stories. But it is bland on the outside, but it's very pretty on the inside. There's dirty money dripping from the walls. Years' supply of food being wasted on these marble floors, and there's fancy furniture and Persian rugs. There are even crystal chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. And now Juliet, she wants to throw up. She wants to cry. Because they promised to make our life better. They were supposed to help people who lost their home and their children. They were supposed to fix things. But they stole everything. Took everything. And now they're using that, transferring it to money, and having their own luxurious things. While the people outside, they're working their butt off, basically. So she's having a mental breakdown. Because of that, Adam carries her and he takes her to a room, which is opened by a key card, and swipes it against a black pane glass, and the stainless steel door opens. Inside the room, there's a queen-size bed in the middle with lush carpets on the floor, a closet on one side against the wall, and lights are glittering from the ceiling. He puts on the bed and says that he will be staying here for a while. And he'll be staying with her since Warner still considers her as a threat. So he will be in the room with her.
Again, in the same room together?
Kinda. Sometimes, like, he'll be, like, standing outside. Sometimes he'll be, like,
Also, he's
inside.
like a bodyguard?
Yeah.
Oh.
You need to get dressed. I am dressed. There's a bathroom through there. You can shower and change in there. The bathroom, it's the only place there are no cameras. Of course there are cameras in her room. What did she think? That there wouldn't be cameras? Duh. You have to get ready. Warner will be expecting you for dinner. Dinner? He's not gonna hurt me? He's going to give me dinner? You should hurry. I can show you how everything works, he says as he goes to the bathroom. And now Juliet is confused. She's like, I know how to use a bathroom. When she sees Adam slowly turn around with his one finger to his lips, like he's shushing her, while looking in every direction. And then she starts crying because she's very happy. She's like, obviously Adam didn't betray her. He's on her side. After that, he leaves her to take a shower and change.
Finally, she can take a shower in the light.
Yeah. And now this time, she has hot water, soaps, 2 soaps, and also soft towels. She's realizing while she's taking a shower is that they're trying to make her forget by giving her these lavish things, like rooms, like this bathroom, this 2 soaps, towels, hot water. She's like, they think they can wash away her memories, her loyalties on her priorities with just a few meals and a hot bath? They think she's so easily purchased that they are mistaken. So she's like, fine, I'll go to the dinner, but I'll wear my own clothes, my asylum clothes. I won't wear the clothes that they give me. When she comes outside, Adam looks surprised when he sees her, wearing her own old clothes, but he just ignores it, and he guides her to the dining room, which is a very, like, big hall. There are, like, 7 banquet tables with blue silk on the tabletop. Yeah. And so basically all of the people, like, a few people are still there sitting, but Warner is sitting at the middle table. And as soon as he sees her, he stands up, and all the people on the side, they also stand up. He pulls out the chair on his left, and he gestures to her to sit. So he is sitting at the middle, and she's on the left, and Adam is on, like, in front of her. So it's, like, on Warner's right.
Okay.
You know, there are clothes in your closet, my dear. She's not eating anything. So he asks her, Juliet, are you not hungry? No, thank you. Look, don't confuse stupidity with bravery, love. I know you haven't eaten anything in days. I'd really rather die than eat your food and listen to you call me love.
Exactly. You tell him, Juliet.
Warner looks at her for a few seconds before he pulls out his gun and he shoots randomly.
What?
It seems like he shot like some kind of like meat through the bone, but he could have killed someone. And now Juliet is terrified. Okay, she's like, oh my god. He drops the gun on her empty plate and says, you know, you should choose your words very wisely, Juliet. One word from me and your life here won't be easy. And she starts eating. Not because that she's scared of Warner, but because she was looking at Adam and he was begging her to start eating. And she does. Now, after they are done with their dinner, Warner accompanies to her room and he says, look, I don't want you to hate me. I'm only your enemy if you want me to be. We will always be enemies. I will never be what you want me to be. I really think you'll change your mind. Think about it. You and I, Juliet, together, we could be unstoppable. No, thank you. By the way, what's your name? Juliet asks. You want to know my name? Warner is your last name, right? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. You already know my name. You're right.
Exactly. It's for our shit.
Exactly. You're right. I should rephrase that. What I meant to say was that I'll tell you mine if you show me yours. Show me what you can do. I won't touch you. That's fine. You don't want to hurt me. I'm so flattered, he says as he rolls his eyes.
Just touch him and leave, girl. Get out of there.
He calls a guard. Jenkins, come over here.
Oh no, not Jenkins.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to accompany Miss Ferrers back downstairs. But be warned, she's incredibly uncooperative and will try to break free from your grip. No matter what she says or does, soldier, you cannot let go of her. Are we clear?
He's forcing the guard to touch her?
Yeah, he's terrified. He knows. I think he might know what would happen, but orders, he has to listen to him. So, hearing that, Juliet starts running. She starts booking it. She's like, oh no, I have to run away. Until she's surrounded by the guards and she sees Jenkins coming towards her. He offers her his hand. Don't. Please don't. You don't want to touch me. I never said I did. That was a direct order, soldier. He is saying that while he's pointing a gun at his head.
I hate this guy.
So he grabs her arm. And honestly, she hates herself for liking it. Because it has been so long since she ever felt alive. And has been so long since she has felt the touch of another human being.
Who touched her arm?
Jenkins.
Oh. And he's alive?
For now. And she wishes it hurt her. But she can't. It doesn't hurt her, honestly. It hurts the other person. Now, before you ask, like, okay, if he is feeling the pain, why can't he just let her go, you know? Well, he can't, okay? She has to let go of him first. So she has to break the connection. Yeah, I don't know how this works. That's just how it is, okay? So she lets him go after a while, hoping that no one saw that it took her a few minutes to break the connection. Jenkins is now on the floor and no one is helping him, almost like as if he's contagious or something. And so she starts screaming, like, somebody help him, he needs a doctor. Oh God, what have I done? Juliet. Warner tries to calm her, but she keeps screaming. Help him, please! You have to help him! Kent, Curtis, take care of this. Warner shouts, and he picks Juliet up because a girly pop just fainted. Okay.
She fainted?
Yes.
What about Jenkins? He's also...
He's okay, but he's in a lot of pain right now.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's still alive since she... Like, after a few minutes, she let the connection go. If it's more longer than that, he would have died.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, she wakes up after a while and she sees Warner standing in front of her. How are you feeling? I don't know what is going in her brain, but she thought she could fight him when she hasn't eaten anything for like so many days. And she just woke up after being like fainted. So obviously her energy is like way down. But she tries to fight him. Girl, it's no use. Just stop. Anyways, he says, well, at least you're awake. You had me worried for a moment. I hate you. Wow, so much passion. Here, I brought you food. And that's when she noticed that she is not in her room. The room looks very similar to hers, except there's an extra door in the room and also a candle on like a small table in the corner. Where am I? This is my bedroom. Take me to my room. I don't want to be here. And yet, here you are. Are you thirsty? I don't understand. I don't understand. I only asked if you were thirsty. That shouldn't be difficult to understand. Why are you being nice to me? Girl, obviously he's being nice.
He kidnapped you.
No, okay, the thing is, she's thinking that he's being nice to her because he is just being nice to her, okay? He wants to use her as a weapon. That's why he's being nice to her.
Exactly.
And she's like, why are you being so nice to me? I don't understand. Because I care about you. You care about me? I almost killed Jenkins because of you. And she also tells him that his soldiers beat her, he threatens her, and keeps her here like a prisoner, and he says he cares about her. And he tells her, well, he's trying to, he's trying to help her. He needs her. You need me to kill people. I am very capable of killing people on my own, Juliet. So basically, we learned from this conversation that he was given this sector, which we later find out is Sector 45. And he was given this sector by his father. And because of that, everyone fears him. So I'm thinking that the father is he's more above than this, very powerful. He tells her to eat something and he'll be back in the morning. Now she's trying not to sleep. She's fighting it. But she collapses instantly from pure exhaustion. Next morning, Warner comes back to take her back to her room. And she sees that the soldiers, they have increased in number. And all of them, they all look scared of her. They're like, so scared of this girl. He tells her, this fear will work in your favor. I never wanted them to be afraid of me. You should. If they don't fear you, they will hunt you. People hunt things they fear all the time. At least now, they know what they're up against. You made me do that to Jenkins on purpose? You wanted to make a spectacle out of me? I wanted to protect you. From your own soldiers? At the expense of a man's life? Get inside. He lets her in the elevator, and he presses the floor number, and he waits for the doors to close. And then he corners her, and he tells her, you don't understand that power and control can slip from your grasp at any moment. And even when you think you're most prepared, these two things are not easy to earn. They're even harder to retain.
He could have said that from 5 feet away.
No,
he didn't have to get up and close.
This is YA. This is a romance. And plus, one of my favorite parts. Anyways, well, there are a few parts, and most of them include with Warner.
I don't like this guy. Give me Adam. Where's Adam? I haven't seen Adam.
Adam, he's so bland, though. Just keep... At
least he doesn't want to kill her.
Keep listening. His conversations are, monotone. The same things over and over again. He tells her to change and join her for dinner. When she reaches her room, she sees Adam.
Finally, Adam!
But he seems like he's been beaten up. What? Because he's coughing, trying hard to breathe a little. And she realizes that Adam will be punished for her mistakes and for her disobedience. So she decides, fine, if he wants me to be a mannequin, a perfect mannequin, I will be for him. So she wears a purple dress, which was picked by Adam. He was like, oh, why don't you wear that purple dress? And it has pockets. So while she's looking at the dress, something falls down and from the pocket of the purple dress, and she sees it's her notebook.
He brought her notebook from the asylum?
Yes. She opens it quickly, and she sees at the end there's a new sentence that wasn't written by her. It said, it's not what you think. And she's like, oh my god, it must be Adam who put it there.
Exactly.
So she tears that page, and she shoves it in her pocket and goes to dinner, feeling a bit of hope. Anyways, after 1 hour, Warner comes and he takes her outside. He says he has some business to take care of. They go outside, and Warner and Juliet, they're standing on a platform. So it's kind of like a roof, and 15 feet below are soldiers, and they're all standing with their left fist pressed to their heart, and they're frozen in place. Warner pulls out a gun from his pocket. Why are you laughing? Don't worry, it's not for you. Sector 45. They drop their left fist. And now instead of their left fist, they have their right fist in their chest.
And then stop marching up.
We have 2 matters to deal with this morning. The first is standing by my side. Juliet, can you come here, please? Jenkins, would you step forward, please?
He's alive?
Yes, he's alive. Jenkins had the pleasure of meeting Juliet last night. I hope you'll greet her with the same sort of kindness.
No thanks to you.
She'll be with us for some time and will be a very valuable asset to our efforts. The reestablishment welcomes her. I welcome her. You should welcome her. The soldiers, they drop their right fist from their chests and they go 5 steps backward, 5 steps forward, 5 steps standing in place. No, I actually really like this routine. I don't know who came up with this, but it's cool. They go 5 steps backward, 5 steps forward, 5 steps standing in place, and they raise their left arms high and curl their fingers into a fist, and they fall to their knees. So it's kind of like they're showing that they're agreeing with him.
Oh, I thought they were gonna raise their arm and be like, hey, Julian.
No, so it's showing that they agree. And he's like, good. Now, the second matter at hand is even more pleasant than the first. Delilah.
Delilah? Is it a girl or a guy?
It's a guy. Delilah has a report for us. Delilah, you may step forward. Sir, this is a very serious matter, okay? Stop laughing. Sir, we have a charge against Private 45B 76423. Fletcher Seamus.
There's so many guy names with such unique names. Delilah.
Fletcher. Delilah says, Private Fletcher was found on unregulated grounds with civilians believed to be rebel party members. He had stolen food and supplies from storage units dedicated to Sector 45 citizens. It is not known whether he betrayed sensitive information. Do you deny these accusations, soldier? No, sir. And with that, Warner shoots him in the forehead and says, Sector 45, you are dismissed.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Well,
now,
at least Jenkins is still alive.
Yeah. I guess we're happy that he's still alive.
I guess I'll have to forget the name Fletcher now.
Yeah, you're never gonna hear him again.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Anyways, he takes Juliet back to her room, and she cannot sleep that night because every time she closes her eyes, all she can see is Fletcher being shot a bunch of times and Adam being shot by Warner and Jenkins dying by her arms.
Great. He gave her another nightmare.
Yes. But I know Warner will change. I can fix him. Okay?
Nobody can fix him. He's already on the dark path.
I think he has a reason why he's doing this.
That's what every serial killer thinks. I have a reason for doing this bad. The world has done me no good.
Anyways, the next morning comes. And Juliet wakes up and she goes to the bathroom and she sees Adam standing with his shirt up.
What?
And as soon as he sees her, he pulls it down and he's like, but she saw it. The bruises.
Oh, I thought he was like looking at his abs like,
Maybe she could have, but the bruises were more prominent.
that's so sad. But so hot.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were awake. Juliet, I'm sorry. It's not all of this. It's not. I know. Before she says another word, he stops her. And he turns on the shower. And I mean, even though there are no cameras in the bathroom, there might even be like a recording or like a voice that can, record your voice. So he turns on the shower and he like lets them in. So they both go inside the shower. And she's shocked because she looks down and Adam is touching her.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
He has hands on her waist. And she's like, what? She's like, oh my God, what are you doing? And he tells her he can touch her. And he didn't know that until that first night in the cell when she was screaming in her sleep. He had touched her face. And nothing happened. That's not possible. I'm going to get you out of here. I have to go, but you have to be dressed and downstairs by 8. He takes off his shirt because I think it's like drenched in water.
Mafi, they're in the shower together.
But that's not the main thing, okay?
No, I want more details.
She sees a bird tattoo on his chest. It's the same bird that she had been dreaming of all these years.
Maybe that's the relationship, maybe with her powers.
So we later find out that he had also been having a same dream of this bird.
Ah, that's why he got it tattooed.
Yeah, I don't know what the significance of this bird is, but I have a feeling it's going to be important in the next books. Anyways, she's thinking that maybe she's the bird and he's going to help her fly away.
So and she's the crown?
I don't know who's the crown.
He's our king.
Anyways, next day, she goes for breakfast with Warner, and they're honestly having the same conversation where she doesn't want to be what he wants her to be, and she doesn't want to join him, and he says, "Do you know the world is disgusted by you? Everyone you've ever known has hated you, run from you, abandoned you. Your own parents, they gave up on you and volunteered your existence to be given up to the authorities. They were so desperate to get rid of you, of their own child, and yet you insist on making me the bad guy? I'm trying to help you. I'm giving you an opportunity no one would ever offer you. I'm willing to treat you like an equal. I'm willing to give you everything you ever want, and above all else, I can put power in your hands. I can make them suffer for what they did to you. I can change your mind."
He's dragging her to the dark side. She doesn't want revenge.
Yeah, she's honestly like one of those main characters that she's like, no, I do not want to hurt anyone. Even if she could escape while touching all the soldiers and she could have escaped, but no, her moral values are like very high. And she's like, I don't want to hurt anyone. So yeah, that's why she's still here and she hasn't escaped yet. And also we find out that Warner is 19 years old. Yeah. So he's like 2 years older than her. And she's 17.
She's 17 only?
Yeah. Yeah, I like, compared to like the way they're talking and stuff, it feels like they're very mature. But I cannot imagine a 19-year-old saying, we have 2 matters to deal with, you know?
The soldiers that are following him probably are like double his age.
And this is why like that's why he thought that they might not take him seriously, but because like that's why he does these like things, I think.
That's why he acts like tough.
Yeah. Anyways, it has been 1 week since she has talked to Adam, because every time she would try to talk to him, Warner would interrupt and say, you are not allowed to speak to the soldiers. If you have any questions, you can find me. Possessive much? But we're not complaining.
He's trying to keep her all to himself. Let my Adam ship sail.
Anyways, she spends all her time with Warner, follows him. She follows him around, and whenever he's busy, he sends her back to her room, and whenever he's free, he comes and takes her. Meanwhile, Adam is still sleeping in her room, but they don't talk. He doesn't follow her to the bathroom anymore, and he doesn't even leave any secret messages on her notebook. And she's thinking that maybe she just imagined everything. She wants to talk to him, but she can't because of these stupid cameras in her room. So, one day during dinner, she tells him she wants the cameras to be taken out of her room. He's like, no. And she's like, and he says that you're not exactly stable. You know you're liable to kill someone. No, I didn't kill Jenkins. I'm not talking about Jenkins. That was an accident. So, remember in the beginning I told you guys that she had committed a murder she didn't know she could, and was the reason why she was sent to the asylum?
Uh-huh.
So, she had killed a little boy. She was 14 years old at that time, and she was in a grocery store. And a mother had just dropped her child, who started crying. And she just wanted to help him like any other normal human being. She thought she was helping him, But instead, she realized what she had done when she saw his lifeless body in front of her. So he was crying. She goes to him, she picks him up, okay? She's like, oh my god, don't worry, like, don't cry. But he's crying even more. And then suddenly, he's dead.
What?
And she's like, oh my god, what did I just do? So her touch had killed him. She ignores that and says, I want you to get rid of the cameras. Either you get rid of the cameras, or I will find and break every single one of them.
Exactly.
You're absolutely delicious when you're angry. Too bad my taste is poisonous for your palate. So anyways,
You are a poison to her palate.
so he agrees to get rid of the cameras, but only if she does something for him in return. And also before she leaves, he tells her that Adam, he remembered her, okay? In fact, he was the one who volunteered if he could go to the same like cell as her. And he also told Warner while he was like, searching for her and stuff. And he told her that they even went to the same school. And he wanted to see what kind of freak she had become. Now, do you like Adam? Huh?
I said like Adam. He's helping break her free.
So she goes back to her room. And he tells her that he did, in fact, remember her. I mean, how could he forget her?
Betrayal.
He even knew about the accident. The one where she killed the little boy.
Oh.
And apparently, that was the day that he wanted to talk to her. Sure. He thought that maybe she wouldn't remember him. But she's like, of course I remember you. Because she was like, how could I forget you? Your eyes. And also the fact that he was the one who always stood by her, sat close to her, and would protect her from bullies. The only one who really fought for her. So how could she remember? How could she forget about him?
See, he's a green flag.
As you're talking and bonding over this memory lane, they're about to kiss. When an intercom is ringing, Adam goes to and picks up. Name and number. Kent, Adam, 45B, 8659. Soldier, are you aware the cameras in your room have been deactivated? Yes, sir. I was given direct orders to dismantle the devices. Who cleared this order? Warner, sir. Will verify and confirm. Unauthorized tampering with security devices may result in your immediate dishonorable discharge, soldier.
What?
I hope you're aware of that. Yes, sir. They start hugging. I don't know why.
Who is this stupid guy who just ruined the moment?
Yeah, well, don't worry. They get back to it. They start hugging again, continuing, And he tells her that he's going to help her get out of here.
Exactly. Away
Now,
from this Warner guy.
Before they get out and they start planning, there's also this one part. I thought I should mention it because this character does get introduced later a bit. So there's this one part where someone is like knocking at the door of Juliet's door. And Adam answers the door while Juliet, she goes to the corner. And even though she can't hear very clearly, she tries to eavesdrop on the conversation. I'll be down in a minute. Come on, man. I just want to see her. She is not a goddamn spectacle, Kenji. Get the hell out of here. Wait, just tell me. Does she light shit on fire with her eyes? Just get out.
What does she think who does he think she is, huh?
So
Superman?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what he heard.
Well, she already has fans in that place.
Yeah. Anyways. Adam asks if Juliet really is serious about leaving, and she nods. She's like, yeah, duh. So he tells her about these troops who are getting ready for some kind of attack against some protesters who were silent before, and now they're planning to make sure they want to come out, okay? And these soldiers, they want to make sure that this is the last time that they do this, so that everyone fears them finally. And he says that since everyone will be distracted or busy in this attack, they won't even notice them leaving. So that's a perfect time that they can leave. And they only have 3 weeks. So this is going to happen in 3 weeks. And so they have to plan everything in 3 weeks and finally leave this place. And just like that, 2 weeks had already passed by. 2 weeks of the same routine. Her going to dinner with Warner and being extra nice to him since she's going to leave in a week anyway. So she's like, I'll just be nice. She's not like against him, not fighting against him. Anyways. But ever since the cameras have been taken down, Warner has been more suspicious. And he even comes to her like sometimes like unannounced. So he keeps following her. He's more suspicious.
Why is he so obsessed with her? Leave her for Adam.
He is. That even Adam tells her one night, you know he's obsessed with you, right? You're all he ever talks about. I heard stories about you before you even got here. That's why I got involved. It's why I volunteered to go get you. Warner spent months collecting information about you. Addresses, birth certificates, blood tests, family relations, and medical records.
Stalker much?
The entire army was talking about this new project. Everyone knew he was looking for a girl who'd killed a little boy in the grocery store. I told him I'd gone to the same school with you, that I'd seen you in person. Warner was thrilled and thought it would make the experiment more interesting. I knew I had to do something. I thought I could try to help, but now it's gotten worse. Warner won't stop talking about you, about what you're capable of, or how valuable you are, and how excited he is to have you here. Everyone is beginning to notice. Warner is ruthless. He has no mercy for anyone, but he's starting to crack, Juliet. He's so desperate to have you, to join him, and he wants you to want it. Kind of like to choose him in a way.
What side is Adam on?
He is just telling her what he's like hearing from other soldiers. Yeah. And he's just like telling her that how Warner is like so obsessed with her. And usually he's like ruthless. He kills people. He doesn't let them do what she's doing, basically. Like how she's like, you know, talking against him and stuff. Yeah. But for her, he's able to, you know, tolerate her. So the next day, she goes to breakfast again. And Warner gives her clothes to wear for a test. It is a tank top and a very, very tiny shorts. It seems like she's practically naked. That's how much like skin it was showing. And she was very uncomfortable. But he tells her it's for a test and he tells her to follow him. He takes her to a basement and they pass about like 4 metal doors before they reach in front of a room. Warner pushes her inside and he closes the door. It's an empty room with like yellow walls and green color carpets on the floor. There's a huge mirror like the size of the wall. And she could tell that that's from where like Warner and everyone else could see her because it was like a 2-way mirror. I don't know how she knew that, but she instantly knew that they would be watching her. Suddenly, some metal spikes, they rise from the floor and they're puncturing every surface at all different heights. So every few seconds, they like disappear and reappear with a sudden jolt of like terror slicing through the air. They're like needles, you know? Juliet realizes that she's standing in a torture chamber. Are you ready? She hears Warner say. His voice is like echoing around the room. What am I supposed to be ready for? We had a deal, remember? I disable your cameras. Now it's your turn to hold your end of the bargain. The door opens and she sees a toddler coming inside. With like, he's like blindfolded around his eyes. And he's wearing nothing but a diaper. If you don't save him, we won't either. She's like, okay, I know what to do. The plan is easy, okay? She just needs to pick him up, find a soft spot of ground, hold him in her arms until the experiment is over. But there's one teeny tiny problem. If she touches him, he dies.
Exactly.
But she has no choice. She has to do it or else the spikes will kill the baby before she can. She tries her best to memorize how to avoid the spikes, and she's about to use her shirt when she notices the ground move, so she has no time. So she quickly picks up the baby, and he's already started screaming and crying and kicking. Meanwhile, she hears Warner say, "Absolutely amazing. Brilliant, love. I'm thoroughly impressed." She tries to hold his diapers, but he's still screaming and crying. And when the spikes, they go back to the ground, she lets the baby go and he starts running away, okay? He starts running away from her. But since he's blindfolded, he accidentally bumps into her legs.
Go away.
He starts screaming again. But this was enough to make Juliet angry. She is pissed. She's like, who does he think he is?
Exactly. You tell him.
So, she breaks the mirror with her, bare hands, with her 10 fingers. And now she's clutching the fabric of Warner's shirt, at the neck part. And 50 guns are, pointed at her head. Don't you dare shoot her. I should kill you. You just broke through concrete with your bare hands. If any of you hurt her, I will shoot you myself. But sir, stand down, soldier. He's looking at her, at Juliet, with excitement in his eyes. And she says, if you ever put me in a position like that again, I will kill you, and I will enjoy it. So she is back in her room, and she's in the shower and crying when Adam finds her, and he's comforting her. He tells her, it's okay. I love you.
What?
I don't want to talk about it because it's so bland. It's the same thing over and over again.
Hater.
So, to make it short, he tells her
it's
basically...
It's a hard life being a guard for Warner.
Anyways, he tells her he loves her, okay? And they start kissing. They start making out.
Finally.
Before she leaves the bathroom, she looks at herself in the mirror. And this is honestly, it's been so long since she has looked at herself in the mirror. And obviously, she's drop dead gorgeous because she is. Even with no skincare, even with no
shower for 3 months.
No braces, even with no... Yeah, exactly. Shower for 3 months. She's still looking flawless as ever.
Must be nice.
Her face is thin. She has pale skin. Her eyes in between of blue and green. And her lips, pink. Her teeth... Anyways, Adam and Juliet are making out again. When suddenly, alarm starts going off.
What?
Yeah. And from the intercom, someone says, this is code 7. All soldiers must report to the quadrant immediately. That was being repeated over and over again.
Why does Warner always have to ruin the moment?
It's not Warner, okay?
It's probably him who tripped the alarm. So he's like, I want all the soldiers to come.
No, there's an emergency, so they have to go.
At this time, I have to make this time.
He gets up and he's like, oh my god, there's been a breach, but I can't just leave you here. Go. You have to go. I'll be fine. This isn't a joke, Juliet. I don't know what's happening. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
Suddenly, the doors open. And Warner is walking in the room. He tells him that the alarm has been going off for more than a minute. So what is he doing and why is he still standing there?
Protecting his little project.
And Adam is like, oh, I don't know what to do with her. And he was like, don't worry. I'll take care of Juliet. She's in good hands. You can go. So Adam leaves. Warner sees the bed and her hair and her dress. Because, they were making out. They almost were about to do it. Okay? Anyways.
Until Warner tripped the alarm and came rushing in.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Does he
thank
still
goodness
have
he came.
cameras in the room? Sounds very coincidental.
No, I don't think so. Then
he has very good gut feelings.
Juliet was the one who, they both, took out the cameras. So they got rid of them themselves.
Then how does he know what's going on?
I don't know. Anyways, he questions her about them, oh, what happened to your hair? What happened to your dress? Why is it ripped?
What happened to your alarm? Why is it going off?
I had a nap. Mm-hmm. What are you doing here? I have a question.
Another one?
He goes closer to her. While he's going closer to her, he rips the dress even more. It's it causes like a slit on her thigh. Yeah. But that's not the main thing, okay? And this is also one of my favorite parts. But he takes out something. What's this? He's holding the notebook that she hid in her dress. And she hadn't realized that the dress, it was so tight that you could see like the outline of the notebook. She didn't notice.
Oh.
I don't recall giving you a notebook. I brought it with me. I know you're lying. What do you want from me? That's a stupid question, Juliet. When suddenly, he feels a gun on the back of his head. Get your hands off of her before I bury a bullet in your head.
Is it Adam?
Can't.
It's Adam.
So basically what's happening is that they're planning to use this commotion as a perfect time to escape, right? They're trying to convince Warner to like help them, but he refuses because he's like, you won't get away. You won't get away with it. Juliet, you should join me. Why are you going out with him? He shouldn't be trusted.
Because he's hotter than you, Warner. He treats her like a lady.
Warner calls her love, okay?
But he doesn't act like it.
I don't care what you say. Warner is good person.
Toxic. Red flag. Serial killer.
Anyways. Since he's not helping them, he's refusing to help them, so they cannot escape through, the exit door or whatever. So the only way they can escape is through the window. And that's like 12 stories high. But Adam has a rope, apparently. He says, you can never have not rope. So his plan is to jump out first, and then he was going to catch Juliet. But when it was Juliet's time to jump, Warner tries to grab her leg. And at one time, she even almost trips. But eventually, she jumps. But when she jumps, she's holding her breath. Because Warner had just touched her leg. And nothing happened.
He didn't die.
Yes.
Of all the people, he also didn't die.
So it seems like he also can touch her.
So it seems like she can kill everyone, but these hot men.
Yeah, these hot men, they're perfectly fine. Other people, they're not immune to it. So they're running and running and running and running and running until they reach Adam's home, which he told conveniently after. He was like, oh, let's go to home. Let's go back home. And she's like, home? And he's like, yeah, my home. So they go to Adam's home where he has a 10-year-old brother, James, who lives there. So they stay there for 2 days, I think. And in that 2 days, one day, someone shows up at their door and they're knocking. They're kind of banging the door, okay? And she's like, oh my gosh, I think it's Warner. And he was like, if it was Warner, he wouldn't be knocking the door. And she's like, what if it's that person? What if it's that person? It's like, I don't think so. So they open the door and they see Kenji. Remember that guy? Kenji?
Her fan. Her number one fan.
Yeah. So he's here. But he's badly bruised, okay? He's badly beaten up, okay? And he tells that he was trying to run away, and because of that a bullet went through his leg, and then he came to this one field, and then he was there, and then he fainted over there, so he was taken by this random guy who took him to Adam's house. That's why he came here. And he tells that it will only be a matter of time before Warner finds out that the place they've hid is Adam's home. So he knows a safe place that neither Warner nor the establishment will be able to find. And now they're getting ready to leave and go to this safe place. They don't really trust Kenji, but they don't have any choice, okay? So while they're getting ready, they're ambushed by Warner's men. And since Kenji was in no shape to keep up with them, he decides to hide. And he tells them to run since they're the ones that Warner is after. So Adam leaves James, his little brother, with Kenji. And he tells them that they will try, that Adam and Juliet will try to find a vehicle. And they will get both of them on the way. And they will go to the safe place. While also trying to run away from the soldiers. While running, Adam gets shot.
Oh, not Adam.
by Warner, who tells his men to take
Warner
Adam away
against my ship.
And he drags Juliet to, like, it looks like a classroom where he dragged her. God, I missed you. You didn't actually think I'd let you go so easily, did you?
I thought he did.
You shot Adam. Kent is dead. Warner touches her hand and says, "Did you notice? It seems I'm immune to your gift. Isn't it incredible?
No.
We can really be together now."
No.
No, we're not. Admit it. We are perfect for each other. You want the power. You love the feel of a weapon in your hand. You're attracted to me.
He's a narcissist too now.
He keeps persuading her to choose him because apparently, like, you know, he can't force her. She has to choose to want it. She has to choose to join him.
Exactly. So back away and bring back my Adam.
So while he's like persuading her, she sees a gleam of silver in the inside of his jacket pocket. And she sees a gun. And she's like, "It's now or never. I need this gun." So she takes advantage of him because in between he was also telling her, like, "I love you."
Oh my god.
And she's like, "No, you don't. You don't love me." But, like, he's like, "I do love you." But she takes advantage of that. And she kisses him. Okay.
What?
And they're kissing. Okay. It's my third favorite part of the book. Okay. Anyways.
My least favorite part of the book. Okay.
He's kissing her while she's attempting to, like, grab the gun. Finally, she reaches for the gun and she shoots at him and she leaves. She was able to find Adam by, like, she thought that the way to find him was to, like, because she saw, like, a trail of blood and she was like, that must be Adam. So she tried following, okay? And it led her to an old, like, steel structure building, but the door of the building was closed. It seemed like no one ever, like, opened it. And she was like, "I can't open it. There's no other place to go inside." So she did the one thing anyone else could think of. Clawing her way through the door. She, like, punches the door and it, like, opens.
It opens. Oh.
It doesn't, like, open, but she, like, opens it herself by force. By ruining the door.
Because she also has super strength. Like we saw from the mirror experiment. She broke the mirror.
Yeah. I think this time she was maybe aware of it. That she could do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So she finds Adam. And together they find a vehicle. And they go back to James and Kenji. And together they go to the safe place. After they've reached, Adam is quickly taken to the medical wing. And for Juliet, she faints. Because she was scared that when Adam was being taken away to the medical wing, she was like, "Oh my god, maybe this was all the plan. Like, it was a plan for Kenji to come. He was going to take them to this place, this so-called safe place, but it's technically they're taking her and, like, Adam back to Warner." So she faints because of that. Now, the safe place is kind of like underground. So you could think of it, it's like a city underground. They can't find. I don't think they can easily find it because they might know the place and the location, but they would not know that that place is underground. So she wakes up and she's taken by Kenji to see Castle. Okay, he is like apparently the one in charge of this movement. Okay, and this place is called the Omega Point or Omega Point. The Castle, he explains to her that they have been planning and organizing other strategy for many, many years. They were trying to revive the hearts, like, of people who have lost hope, and they're convincing people that the world's condition is not as bad as the reestablishment had made it sound like. So you know how they said, like, there's no food, no animals? Well, the animals, they were kept hidden, and they were being raised on secret pastures. And for food, they think that you don't have food, but they only give access to, like, only that amount of food. They still have more food.
Oh.
So that's why it makes you think that, like, oh, we have, like, no food.
Yeah, we have limited resources.
Yeah, and animals are dying, but they're actually kept hidden by the reestablishment.
So they're manipulating the people.
Exactly. And the weather, it can also be fixed since it was caused by man-made manipulations. So basically, what he's telling Juliet is that it's still not too late to change things, and it's time for them to fight back against the reestablishment because it has gotten too far. He also tells her that she's not the only one with special powers. There are more like her in this place right now. So this is a place where she belongs, and together they can all fight against the reestablishment. So, also a little bit of like side note, Castle also has powers. He has an advanced level of psychokinesis, so he can like move things with his mind. Yeah. Meanwhile, on the outside, Warner is still alive. Thank goodness. And they're trying to find this place as like they're trying to find it. So they can see from the Omega Point, they can see from their cameras that like they are there circling around this place, but they cannot find them because they're underground. And also Kenji, we find out Kenji was also working undercover this whole time. So he was with Omega Point this time, and he was sent by the Omega Point or by Castle to look for Juliet. And that's when he found out that Warner was looking for her. And Adam was assigned to the case. So he wanted to see if Adam was didn't have bad intentions. Like he was a good person compared to like Warner. So he would try to like follow him, go wherever he goes. But he'll be like, oh my god, but can't he like see him following him? Kenji also has superpowers, okay? He can make himself invisible. And he kind of like blends in the background of any space. That's where he was like able to follow Adam. That's why he knew where Adam lived. Also, remember that time when I told you that he apparently fainted and some guy took him in front of Adam's like house?
Yeah.
He just lied. But because he like followed Adam and he found out that he was not like he did not have bad intentions, so he knew like the place of the house. That's how he was able to find them. Juliet, she agrees to join the Omega Point, and together with them, she is going to fight against the reestablishment.
Against Warner.
Against Warner.
Along with Adam.
Let's hope it changes. So she even gets a cool suit. It's like a purple full body suit, which is like so comfortable that it feels like you're wearing nothing, okay? And it's like breathable. And even like you like it will either become like cool or warm depending on the temperature on the environment. Along with the suit, because obviously she cannot touch, she gets gloves. And also flat-heeled black ankle boots. And honestly, Juliet is excited because she is finally embracing who she is and she knows she's not the only one with powers, so she is liking herself even more. And for the first time, she feels like she's fighting for the right team and she's not afraid. Rather, she feels more ready this time. And that's it for book 1 of Shatter Me. That's it. I think the next book is going to talk about like how they get ready to fight against, but yeah, there are novellas with them, so if you guys want me to do novellas as well, please let me know. And for the review of this book, what do you think?
I actually really like the book. Because I really like the genre of dystopian, and I also like YA. So yeah, I like the book. And I also liked how the main character, Juliet, she still stayed pure to her morals and didn't give in to the manipulation of Warner. And I'm happy she escaped with Adam.
Yeah, I also really like this book. I heard very mixed reviews of this book because since it's like the first book, usually with first books of fantasies, it's more about like world building and people think it's like not that interesting. The other second book mostly is like they love it more. But honestly, there was a little bit of world building, which I'm kind of sad about because I thought like I wish I knew more about the world, but that's all we know from this book. And
I think we'll learn more in the following books.
Hopefully. And the rest, I really liked it, honestly. I really enjoyed this book. I think I would give it like a 4.75 or 5 stars. I really liked it.
I will give it a 4 out of 5.
Also, I have already started on like the novella, and yeah, if you guys want me to do the novella, let me know. Also, if you guys want me to do other books on this Shatter Me series, also let me know. And what are your guys' thoughts about this book? What do you think? Do you guys liked it? Do you
And
guys...
whose team are you on? Warner or Adam?
Yeah, Warner or Adam team. And let me know which book I should talk about next. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.